I caught my partner in the arms of my son's maths teacher, and that moment changed everything about how I saw love, loyalty, and karma. What happened afterward taught her a lesson she never expected. My name is Alex, and her name was Nina. We were in our early 30s, living a life that looked peaceful on the outside. At first, everything felt easy between us. She would joke around, cook with me, play with my son, and make the house feel warm. I thought we were a strong little family. She always said she loved the way I made her feel safe and how I supported her through everything. I believed we were building something real. Nights felt calm, mornings felt hopeful, and I held on to that peace like it was permanent. But the peace was an illusion, waiting to crack open. It began subtly. Nina became strangely protective of her phone. She would put it on silent, hide it under pillows, or step outside to answer even the simplest call. I asked her once if everything was okay, and she brushed me off with a smile that didn't reach her eyes. She started dressing up every time she went to drop off or pick up my son, acting like she was going to meet someone else. She said she was helping him with his studies and talking to his maths teacher more often. I tried to ignore my suspicions because I didn't want my fears to poison the home, but the uneasiness kept growing. She laughed more at messages I couldn't see. She left earlier and came back later. Each red flag felt like a quiet warning, but I kept hoping I was wrong. One afternoon, everything clicked. My son told me his maths teacher had canceled classes for the day. Nina had said she was going to meet him to discuss a test. My heart dropped. I decided to follow her. I waited until she left, then took a different route to see where she would go. Instead of going to his house or anywhere related to school, she went straight to a small hotel. I felt the world blur around me as I followed her inside. Each step toward the hallway felt like a countdown. When I reached the door, I heard her voice through it, happy, excited, a tone she never used with me anymore. I pushed the door open slightly and saw her wrapped around the maths teacher, laughing like she had found a new life. Seeing them together shattered something inside me. Anger rushed in, hurt drowned me, shock froze me in place. She looked over, and her smile dropped as if her whole world collapsed in one breath. I didn't yell. I didn't fight. I didn't cause chaos. I walked away and let my silence become my weapon. My revenge came quietly and with precision. I gathered messages and evidence, but didn't confront her again. Instead, I contacted the school administration anonymously and submitted everything. Parents are protective of their children, and a teacher involved with a student's mother in such a sneaky way was never going to sit well. Within days, he faced consequences that destroyed his reputation. As for Nina, I told her it was over and that I was taking my son with me. She had to move out, face the shame, and deal with the fallout of her choices alone. The comfort she thought she had found crumbled, and the man she betrayed me for pushed her away the moment trouble began. Watching her own choices turn against her was the clearest form of karma I had ever seen. I focused on rebuilding my life with my son. I learned to value peace over false love. I grew stronger, more aware, and more protective of my heart. I realized betrayal doesn't define you, but how you rise afterward does. Karma arrived right on time and handled what I didn't have to. The moral is simple. Cheaters think they are clever until the truth exposes them. Lies always fall apart, and karma always comes back to finish the story. Subscribe to SilkMirror for more real-life stories of heartbreak, revenge, and transformation.